Hi everybody, welcome back. Saturday noon, here I am practicing English with you. It's now 1:09 p.m. I don't know how I should start to talk about the topic you have seen on the title. How to talk about anything. Now you're taken aback. You are about to skip the video thinking what nonsense she's talking about. She doesn't know how to talk about the topic, and here she is saying that I'm going to be talking about it. How's that possible? Let me tell you, this is the number one thing that I practice every single day, consistently, to talk about anything. By anything, I mean literally anything and everything. Whenever I sit down to practice, as like every single day, nothing comes in my mind. I go haywire. I don't understand what I should talk about. I literally think what topic I should give a go. But then this one helps me. I start to talk about whatever comes in my mind. I start to talk about things that initially sound as if a little bit of nonsense. But most of the time, a misconception is that we should choose a hard topic and we should practice English in a hard way, in a difficult way, so that we sound as if we are the scientists. But the problem is, we skip the fundamentals of English. Yes, you've got it right. When we are practicing English, if we don't know how to talk about the easy things, we will never be able to talk about any topic. How? Let's say somebody has asked you, how are you doing? Or what's your plan for the entire day today? And because I've been practicing on things that are difficult, I will not be able to talk about it. I'll always think, I've never thought about it. It really happens, guys. You might think that, oh, anything. Well, it's not possible. It is possible. Try to talk about the things that you have in your room. Try to talk about the nature. Try to talk about your body. Try to describe the subtle things that you observe around you. And you'll see the kind of English you are speaking, that really is not making any sense. So the number one thing that can help us to talk about anything in English is to talking about the easy things possible. Anything. The way I started this video, it is Saturday noon and the time is this. I'm going to be talking about the topic. However, nothing is coming in my mind. I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes, but I'll learn. See, I've already created a lot of sentences. Don't think too much about it, guys. Don't think that you have to have a phenomenal amount of knowledge about something. Nobody knows everything. If you ask a principal of English, he or she is also not aware of everything. But how do you think they're still able to teach a specific subject? Because they're confident. Sometimes, yeah, we get overconfident with whatever we have. But putting that aside, I'm talking about the self-faith. No matter whatever I'm talking about, I just want to keep doing it. Number two, don't think too much about the topic. Now, what? I'm talking about a topic and I shouldn't think about it? Yes, here we get stuck. Let's say somebody has given me a topic that is social media. I'm thinking too much. Yes, we should take a smart pause, because when we try to talk about any topic instantaneously, we do not get the gist of it. But when we think too much about it, social media, okay, how I use it, how others use it, and whatever, You get into it, and at the end, you find it really hard that you give up. Not only you, when I'm shooting the video, I see myself. I'm shooting this on my phone, so I see myself, and I'm I'm making myself understand, because so many times it happens to me why I get stuck, that I think too much. What others will say, what they think about the topic, that I should think same and I should talk about it. This is one of the ridiculous thing that one may do. That's why we get stuck. That's why we most of the time think that it's not for me, it's not my type. So I don't know if I've been able to talk about it properly or not, but just make it easy. Don't think too much about what others may think. I always highlight this main thing because I have been through a lot of self doubts, a lot of self sabotagement, that what people may think I can do, and I fell in trap. I got trapped so many times with this simple thought that really doesn't exist in the real world, that what people may think I can do. I'm a nonsense if I think that people think about me even. So don't think too much. And one practical point how we can start to talk about anything, or how we can strike up a conversation, is simply listening to others better. Let's say I'm having a conversation with my friend or with my colleague, and I'm constantly putting my points on the table. Not only the conversation will get insipid, also the other person will lose the interest. And I cannot stretch the topic, I cannot stretch the conversation. So how we can keep doing it? We have to listen. He who listens better speaks better. That's what I've learned throughout the 2 years, or the period of time I've been learning English. So that's how we can talk about anything. And obviously we have to have data, we have to read, we have to listen to podcasts, and we have to apply them in our life. That's one of the most effective ways how we can talk about anything, that we have to bring any lessons we learn to our life. We have to apply them to our life. The best way to remember things that we see on a daily basis. We know it very well. When we watch a movie, we can remember whatever happened in that movie. Rather, once we read about that story, or once we read a specific book and we're trying to remember it. Reading helps, but when we can see that things are happening on a daily basis, we can do it better. So I don't know if I've been able to add any value to this specific topic, but I was thinking about it. I was constantly thinking. Just a while ago I returned from my class, and I learned so many things as usual from my class, and I was thinking, when I was walking on the road, I was constantly thinking about this topic, that how is it possible we can talk about any topic? These points came in my mind. So let's have a quick recap. Number one, we have to talk about anything and everything, so that we get accustomed with every single word, every single sentences, every single circumstances. Number two, we have to stop thinking too much about that topic. I'm not saying that you have to stop thinking about the points of the topic, but what you can talk about it, the overthinking that comes. Number three, we must gather a lot of knowledge, and how we can do it, I've already told you: reading, listening, and having conversation with others. Number four, the most essential one, is applying whatever we are learning in our life. so that we remember them. You'll be able to talk about the exercise better when you do them, because you know what actually happens. Rather, you have seen somebody doing the exercise and you're trying to talk about it. You will be able to talk about the consequences of having fast food when you've had it and you've suffered from the gastric problem. You know what happens after having fast food. So try these things. If you have any other ways, if you think that this method or that method can help us to talk about any topic at any point of time, let me know in the comment section, guys. I would love to learn. I always seek for something that helps me to improve my spoken English. So that's it. I don't want to stretch it long. So just try it, and as I've said, let me know if you have any valuable point to add. I would love to know. Thank you. Bye.